This story begins with a boy named Basara who was sitting with his father Jean, who asked him if he remembered that once he had asked for a little sister. But Basara asked him when he had asked something like that. Jean told him about 10 years ago he had demanded a sister, but his wish was going to be complete because Jean was going to remarry. Now they started waiting for the little sister, but Basara wasn't comfortable, so stood up for the washroom. When he went to the washroom, he saw Mio there, who was about to remove her clothes. He suddenly noticed the notification on the door about the broken lock and was shocked. He went inside, grabbed her by the mouth, and started excusing the misunderstanding. She was panicked, but when he relaxed, he freed her. She slapped him and started shouting at him because he was vulgar. She was about to kick him when Jean came and Mio called him uncle. He was with Maria. Now they sat and introduced themselves, and Jean told Basara that their mother was out of the country for business. Mio was staring at Maria suspiciously. When Basara woke up, he saw Mio, who was sitting on him, and started waking him up. He was just scared, and she suddenly felt something hard. When she looked inside, she found an 18+ video game and started judging him, but he started correcting the misunderstanding and by chance slipped on her. She kicked him hard and left by saying next time she would kill him 100 times. He started thinking about what his father had told him when they were shifting here. He told Basara that he had to save his little sisters because they were alone. He came downstairs and met with Maria. He was shocked to see her, and he asked about her clothes, and she showed him that she was wearing clothes. She also told him that she had given him a video game present and asked if he liked it. Now he has come to know about the game, and when Jean came, Maria told him that Basara was asking her to go out with him, and he was shocked that he had not asked anything like that. Mio came and said that he first tried for her, and Maria also teased him. Basara tried to clear it, but Jean didn't give him any attention. Now they were standing for a family photo, and Mio was excited about it, and Basara was staring at her with his cute eyes. Now they went out for groceries, and when Basara went for his bike, some bad guys started disturbing Mio. When he came back, he started fighting with them and left by taking her. Now they were on the bike, and she apologized, but he said it was okay. Now he took her to have a look at the beautiful view. He also told her that they all would come here to have a look, and she agreed. Now she asked him if he thought to be a big brother to her, and he said yes. But they again argued about what happened in the morning and in the washroom. At home, his father had packed his stuff because he was wanted and had to leave the country. When Basara came back after seeing him off, he summoned them, but no one replied. Suddenly lights turned off, and when he went inside, he asked what happened and asked about the dinner. Maria asked him to leave the house. He was shocked, and she attacked him. She came forward and started telling him about magic, demons, demon lords, and heroes. Maria also told him that Mio was the new demon lord. Maria also asked him why he wasn't shocked. Now Maria told Basara that he would leave this house because she would alter his memories, and when she used magic it didn't work. They were shocked, and she again tried, but he started moving, and when Maria again tried to attack, he converted into his real form, and they were shocked to see him in such a form. He told them why they were shocked and said that he was a hero and attacked them, but he stopped and said that they had tricked his father so they may leave. Now he was in his room and was a little disturbed. He suddenly heard the sound of the door closing and started remembering some of his dark memories. He called his father and he told Basara that he already knew about Mio and Maria, and Jean also told him about the real story of Mio. Jean told him that Mio's father was a very good demon lord, but some demons had problems with him and were after the crown. Mio's birth was a relief for the demon lord because she would be the next lord of demons, but he handed Mio to others for her safety and let them raise her as parents. But the demon lord had died a year ago, and the one who was the lord now was after Mio because she had gotten a very superior power from her father. On the other side, Mio and Maria were talking about their new plan and got attacked. Jean was telling Basara about Mio and sent him a message. Basara went out and thought that she would be at the place where he had taken her before. Mio was fighting amazingly but suddenly got attacked, and while falling she thought it was her end. But Basara saw her and caught her. He killed that demon, and, on their asking, he told them that he was there for his family. Now he took them home and Mio was in the tub. Basara gave Maria something to drink, and they started talking. He told her that Jean had told him about them. Maria came to know that Jean also knew about them, and Basara said that he knew that Mio was innocent and asked if Mio was okay. Maria told him that it's Mio's habit to take long baths when she is worried and left. Mio came out from the bath and was very scared about what happened. Basara came and said he wanted to talk. He apologized, and she was dizzy when he heard the sound. He opened the door and went inside. He asked if she was okay and said that she didn't have to take very long baths and apologized, but she said she was the one who deceived him, so he didn't have to apologize. He told her that she had the chance to use her powers, but she used magic and only manipulated the memories to protect him. He was very polite, but she wasn't, and he patted her head. They were together, and Maria came, and she started teasing them, but Basara told her that she didn't have to depend on him because he wasn't very strong. He left with his curiosity, and at night Mio was thinking about Basara and took her family photo, and she was sad. Suddenly Maria came and gave her their new family photo and told her that Basara was a good man, and they could trust him. Maria also gave her an idea, and now they started a ritual for making slave and master relationships to get to know about the locations of each other. Basara tried to argue with her that they could use GPS, but Maria told him that it was the only night of a full moon and would come after a month, and it was needed. They started the ritual, and Maria told him that Basara had to kiss Mio's hand, and he was a bit shy, but suddenly the magic circle appeared at Basara's hand. Mio got angry and asked Maria what was happening because Mio was supposed to be the master, but the magic circle appeared in his hand. Maria tried to convince Mio, but she refused, and the circle started disappearing and went. Suddenly Mio's body felt some exciting sensation and she fell. Maria told him that Mio was feeling lusty because this was the curse when the slave didn't obey his master. This happens. She also told him that he had to make her relax by touching her sensitive part, but he was shy. Mio was also refusing, but for her sake, he stepped forward and touched her. Maria started supporting him and he started touching her on different parts. They got her, the trigger point, and he started squeezing. She was lusted and was feeling great pleasure, but it wasn't working very well. Maria told Mio that in front of her was the master and she had to be obedient to get relief, and she told Basara to touch her directly. He started removing her shirt and now she was all naked. He started the process and she was very pleased. She was tired, and Maria was cleaning the floor because it was 9 times. He was embarrassed and Mio was angry with Maria. Mio took her inside to teach her a lesson for next. The next day when they were going to school, Mio said goodbye to them, and on asking, she showed her card to Basara, and they left for school. On asking, he told Mio that Jean had done all the paperwork for him, and she told him that he had to stay away from her in the school, and he agreed. Because he remembered that Maria had informed him that if their decisions did not match then she'd suffer from the same curse. He went to the in charge of his class and greeted him. He went to the class and introduced himself. The teacher told the class representative to help Basara with notes and all the stuff, and they went to the gym. Suddenly Yuki, the representative, stood up and hugged him. Everyone was shocked, and Mio was also jealous as Basara also remembered who Yuki was and Mio separated them. In her jealousy, she told her that Mio was living with Basara, and everyone was surprised. But a boy named Yahiro enjoyed it. Now during the break, everyone was staring at Basara with enemy eyes, and he was disappointed. Mio was with her friends and Basara asked her for lunch, but she refused him and left. Yahiro came to Basara and introduced himself. Now they went to the roof secretly and started talking. Yahiro told him that because he had shown flags for both the cutest and hot girls in the school, that's why all the boys were enemies of him now. After school, Maria was excited, but Mio didn't answer her, and she told Basara that Mio was in a bad mood. Now he tried to talk with her about Yuki, and Yuki came. Now they went to a cafe and Yuki and Basara was sitting together, and Yuki told him that he didn't have to involve himself any further with Mio. But Basara told her that she was in danger and came to know that Yuki was the one who was keeping an eye on Mio. When Mio and Maria heard it, Mio was guilty because she had not noticed that Yuki was keeping an eye on her for the hero clan. Mio suddenly thought something, and she got hurt. On the other side, Basara was saying that Mio was innocent, and she was just trying to live a normal life and he had decided to protect her. But Yuki said something, and he said he knew that he didn't have much power now, but he would protect her, and suddenly Mio and Maria left the cafe. Mio told Maria that Basara was going far for them, but Maria told her that it was good for them because he was protecting them. Maria also suggested Mio for doing something for him. Basara told Yuki that she didn't have to be worried for him, but she said he was the one who saved them, and Basara told her that Mio was innocent, and he would protect her. While leaving, he told Yuki that he would never force her to do something for him or Mio, but she said it wasn't possible, and suddenly she transformed and killed a demon. Yuki told him that if the demons grew in number because of Mio and would affect humanity, then she would not be able to show any mercy. At home, he was trying to settle things, but Maria was angry with him, and she had also involved Mio in this. To settle everything, they went to the washroom. Basara was shy, but Maria told him that Mio would clean his back and started teasing him. Now it was Mio's turn. She made herself wet and started cleaning. But suddenly, on Maria's stare, she removed her towel and started rubbing her chest with him, and he was embarrassed. So, he said that they might eat cake now, and suddenly Maria came with the cake and asked to eat it, but by chance, it fell, and she started licking his arm in the sense to not waste it. Mio also joined her, and he was lusted, so he got angry and started teaching them a lusty lesson. He covered them in cake, and they were helpless and thirsty. When he woke up, he thought that it was a dream, but Maria told him that it was reality. But when he stood up, he fell and had a nosebleed. She also asked him to remove his hand from her and he fell. She told him how his hand went inside and told him that Mio was also there but because it was getting late, so she went to sleep. The next day in school he was sleeping, and Mio was angry. Yahiro came to him and started talking. He told Yuki and Basara that they were called into the office. Yahiro also told Basara to invite Mio, and when he asked, Mio refused, but she got dizzy, and he took her to the nurse's office. The nurse told him that she was curious to meet the guy who made all the boys his enemies and said that Basara had to qualify his surroundings. She got a call and told him to lock her office and left. Suddenly Mio woke up, and when he tried to leave, she stopped him and asked why he was sleeping in the class. He cleared the thing and told her that he would call Maria, and she said okay. Now he was talking with Maria on call and was outside. Suddenly Yahiro came to her and said that Yuki also left to meet with him, but he was there. Suddenly Basara noticed demons there and killed them. Yuki was with Mio. She took her to the roof. She told her that she was dangerous for everyone and Basara. She tried to threaten her to leave Basara, and he was running to find Mio, and Yuki started fighting and Mio was resisting well, but after some time she failed. But Basara, using the slave magic, found her and reached there when Yuki was about to attack. He told Yuki that she was only to observe Mio, not to attack or kill her. Yuki was silent, and suddenly a masked man appeared and said that Basara didn't have to use his powers, but he was using his powers to kill the demons for Mio's sake. The masked man also said that Basara and Maria were killing demons to save Mio, but the reality was open now and she had to be killed. Mio was also sad because she didn't know this before. Suddenly a demon appeared from Mio's back and Basara tried to save her, but he lost his powers and got injured instead of Mio. What will happen next in this story? Subscribe to the channel for the latest updates.